Okay. I'm live. But I think I may have lost my participants. I'm going to wait an extra minute. So Susan and John, you might want to rejoin me on this live stream. So I'm Christine Clardy with Sun and Moon Yoga Studio in Northern Virginia, experiencing a redo. I lost connectivity in our earlier live stream. So I'm going to wait an extra minute and hope that we get our participants back. Thank you for your patience. Yay. Hi, Susan. Hi, John. Thank you. And my apologies. I couldn't get connected, so we've got it now. Welcome to Tuesday, July 6th. We are live streaming yoga, and today we're calling it Freedom because, like many of us over the weekend, I celebrated 4th of July, and my experience included a lot of thinking about freedom and what that means on a personal level. I also have a friend, okay, she's my sister, who enjoys following tennis, and we have been chatting about Serena Williams and her retirement from the Wimbledon tournament recently after a slip on the grass and an injury, and being plagued with injuries recently. I don't follow very, very closely, but it's hard not to pay attention to Serena Williams. And some people were calling that decision practical. Some people called it courageous. Maybe in her mind, she called it a defeat. I don't know. We could call that choice a lot of things, but I started thinking about freedom and the ability to do or not do. I know Serena Williams has been in a commercial for a car, a Lincoln car, I think, and she talks about her mindset for success. And she says, my mindset for success is I hate second place. That's it. Which is very powerful and very success-oriented. However, freedom might allow us to let that look differently. And whatever or however much you follow Serena Williams or any other figures that are important to you, however much you follow the choices you make in your own life, I encourage us today to think of choice along with freedom. So as we move into our practice, you'll notice I have 2 blocks at the back of my mat. If you know you like cushion under your knees, you might grab a blanket. For that, we'll be in table and in child a little bit. And the blocks are not on the mat, but they're to the side of the mat. In case as we begin, we'll be opening our feet in case you want to come into hero's pose and give your feet a rest. So that's an option. That's a choice. We will explore, and freedom is the name of the game today. I will be trying to offer some things that allow you to move in and out of expression. And I hope you enjoy. I'll meet you on the mat. So once again, if you know that you need cushion under the knees, you might go ahead and set that up. The blocks are back there because as we begin, we are having toes curled under, you might tent your fingertips and begin to wake up the bottoms of the feet by bringing the hips back and walking the fingertips back towards your knees, letting some weight gently come onto the bottoms of the feet as you see fit. When you get to a place that feels a little perky, but maybe you could stay there for a minute or two, find the breath. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in the nose. Breathe out the mouth. Lengthen from the crown of the head to the tailbone and soften through the soles of the feet. If you feel so called, you might bring a little more weight into the bottoms of the feet, knowing that you have the freedom to return to a different shape as you like. Let's reconnect with the breath in a rather special way. This is lion's breath. So as you inhale, feel the back body. You may even press the floor or your knees away from you. Inhaling. And as you exhale, lift the head, spread the collarbones, stick your tongue way out. And let's move through that a few times. I love lion's breath. Inhale into a tucked and puffy back body, a tucked front body, a puffy back body, and then exhale. The sound effect is effective. You might flare the nostrils, roll your eyes, letting everything go, the tension in the jaw and the upper body that sometimes congregates while we sleep. One more time, inhale, exhale. And then from here, if you would like to leave the toes where they are and come all the way up, you can. If you prefer to grab your block and have it underneath your sit bones in hero's pose, you can do that as well. Completely up to you. Whatever you've chosen, thread your fingers together and press the hands up overhead, lengthening and then softening. Energy out the palms, sides of the neck long and relaxed. Inhale and exhale to release the fingers. Let the arms radiate outward with the exhale. We'll do that one more time. Thread the fingers maybe the opposite way, the awkward way. Inhale to reach. And again, you might be moving in and out of weight on the toes or have come into hero's pose entirely. Exhale, arms go wide. This time we'll scoop from underneath and rub the hands together right in front of the heart. And then push straight out to the side with those flexed palms. Let that warm heart energy radiate outward. Push, 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 push. Inhale. Exhale, we'll scoop from underneath and try that one more time with some additions. Exhale to push. Palms are flexed. You might feel this in interesting places, so let yourself roll and nestle in a little bit. And then gather the fingertips together and point the hands straight down, flexing the fingers down toward the earth or maybe tucking even back up close to your forearm. Keep breathing. Keep the shoulder blades connected on your back, even if it changes the position of your arm. So allowing the shoulder blades to be stable and some freedom of expression out the arms. Go ahead and take those gathered fingertips, roll the arms up toward the sky. Fingertips are facing up now, maybe even rotated toward the back, a little external rotation here. And then release the fingers, release the wrist, and roll through the shoulders, through the arms. If you feel yourself into a little bit of a rotation with wrists figure eighting, let yourself express some kind of freedom in the shoulders. Maybe shoulders rolling forward, rolling backwards. Really, really nice. Good. Shake that off. And from here, we will come into table. So if you had a block under your sit bones and between your ankles, remove that off the mat. You may keep cushion for your knees if you prefer. And from here, we will move into cat-cow with the little bit of addition of letting the hips go heavy back to the heels. So inhale, a little hammock or cow spine. Exhale, an extra tuck and an extra push away of the mat. Hips go a little bit heavy. Feel that release in the low back as you press back, tucking and exhaling. And again, if there seems to be some lateral movement or rotation happening for you, let's begin to move a little bit freely here in this cat-cow that includes a heavy hip on the extension. Nice. Bring yourself more upright into table, and you might experiment with rotating the hands outward here. So fingertips facing toward the long edge of the mat. How does that affect what happens in the cat-cow? Again, notice the way as you move the weight of your body, it definitely will have a different effect. So every choice that we make in our freedom, we're kind of waiting to see what that causes. And the next choice comes right after. Not dwelling on the choice or feeling like I need to stick here. Maybe I return to traditional hands. I will invite you to also turn the arm completely, fingers facing in. I just do one hand at a time. Two hands is a little much for me. So you might check that out. Exploring, choosing, and then freely rolling into the next shape. Go ahead and reestablish table with a neutral spine, arms stacked, hips over the knees, and extend the right foot out behind you. Bury the big toe mound of the right leg and shift your weight forward and back. Feeling strong in the upper body. And then bring yourself forward. The left hand walks out just a few inches. So now the left hand is reaching, the right toes are reaching. Lift your back ribs up to the ceiling. And if you'd like to bring the right leg straight out behind you, lifting from the center of the thigh, you can feel that strength and balance. You have the option of taking the left arm off the mat as well. Balancing the cat here. Feeling the places that press into the mat. Lengthening from fingertips out that active back heel, arch of the foot. And the back ribs lift up to the sky. Option to continue holding this or exhale and pull it all in. Knee to nose, knee to elbow. And extend again, dynamically moving, your choice. One more. Returning the toes and the hand to the mat. Push back to child pose to release the wrists. You might lift fingertips up to the sky from child's pose. You might roll the wrists while you're here. Settling in, let the hips be heavy. And then when you're ready, inhale into those same back ribs, come back up to table. We'll take the other side. So the left toes reach behind you, reaching, burying the big toe mound, experimenting with the weight and where you want your hands to be placed. Return to table here. That strong, we need to walk the right fingertips away just a few inches. That strong left leg in the back might lift right up, hips square to the mat. Option to take the right arm out. Continuing, pressing down into the left arm. The right hip stays strong. And then with an option here to exhale and bring everything right up under your belly button. Pull the belly button in. Knee and elbow meeting, maybe. And one more time. Return. Press back to child. Extend the arms. And then inhale into the back body. It's your option to turn the toes under and press back to down dog from here. Or if you are really grooving on child's pose and you want to settle into that even more, please make yourself happy. You have the freedom to make these choices inside the mat. Pedal the feet, roll the shoulders, feeling into the down dog here. When you're ready, find a down dog with a happy tail reaching way, way, way back behind you. Inhale, lift the right heel up to the ceiling. Hips are still squared, so this foot might not come up real high, and if you need to bend the other knee a bit, that's awesome. Exhale, knee to nose here. We'll take that 2 or 3 times. Inhale, lift the heel up to the ceiling. This time as you come forward with the exhale, step the right foot all the way through into runner's lunge. Your choice if you want the high runner's lunge or let the knee come down, completely up to you. Whatever you choose, press down into the left hand, roll yourself open to the right. We'll take the other side. Inhale, twist to the other side. Exhale, come back down. Still in the runner's lunge, high or low. Experiment with firing up this front hip and reaching the fingertips back toward the back of the mat. Again, you might be in high or low lunge, finding the strength and balance. Arms reaching, reaching, reaching behind you. Gaze is still down. A couple feet in front of the mat or maybe right at the big toe. Come down when you're ready. Hands return to the mat and we'll enter the rolling twist one more time. Exhale to open the heart. Inhale, come through center. Exhale to the other side. Really nice. Let's let this right foot come to the back of the mat now. Your choice, down dog or child. Pressing back. Reset. Wiggle the feet. Lift and lower the heels. Or enjoy your child. If you're in child, come on up to table. Inhale, lift. The left foot reaches up to the ceiling now. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach. Exhale. The weight of the body comes forward with that exhale. And we will lift with the inhale, lift the heel high. This time the exhale comes forward and the left foot steps to the front of the mat. Organize yourself for your runner's lunge. High or low. Press into the right fingertips and open to the left. Belly and the inner thigh meeting, greeting each other. Take the other side. And from here, we'll practice the strength. So fire up the left hip. The right leg is reaching back and strong. You might have knee up or knee down. Fingertips reach from underneath. Reach toward the back of the mat. Let the shoulder blades come along. Feel yourself get strong here. Little wiggles and wobbles in the foot and the ankle. Knee comes down as you see fit. Hands return to the mat. And now that left foot, heel toe, or send it back to the back of the mat. And we'll take down dog again. Or child. They do a lot of the same, they have a lot of the same benefits. So it's really up to you. From down dog, lift the heels really, 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 really high. Bend the knees just a bit, and then let the heels slowly come down. This is another freedom moment. You might feel an extra sensation in the calves doing it this way. So let yourself experiment with how much to straighten the legs, how far to let the heels go down. Try that one more time. Inhale, lift the heels really high. And be aware that this is going to be an opening on the back body. So a little bend in the knees. Let the heels get heavy. Straighten the legs. Back of the calves opening. And you might notice sneaking in strength in the upper body. Third time, inhale, lift the heels. This time, walk the feet forward. Bend your knees as much as you need to come all the way to the front of the mat. And rolling up one vertebra at a time. You might use your shins to help you out. Keep the tailbone tucked. Shoulders round, pressing down into the feet. Inhale, shoulders roll up and back and down. Finding ourselves in Tadasana here. Settle into it. Feel energy of the feet, those open feet. Energy up the arches. Rising up the knees, perhaps cooling a little bit in this lower abdominal area. Tailbone heavy, heart lifted. Tadasana. And then relax, release, let that go. Very, very nice. From here, if you need blocks at the front of your mat, please grab your blocks as we fold forward. Inhale to reach up. You might let yourself experience a little extra heart lift, a tiny, tiny back bend with knees bent. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to, especially when you release that head into the fold. Inhale, half arch, strong legs, flat back. Exhale to fold again. And we'll press down to rise all the way up. Reverse swan dive. It's your choice if you'd like palms to meet And thumbs travel down the midline to land at the heart. Or if you like to reach out and scoop from underneath. I'm talking through that because sometimes it can be confusing. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. We'll try that again. Knees bent, head relaxed. Inhale, come up halfway, half arch, strong back, shoulder blades connected. Exhale, bend the knees, release the head. And then press down, reverse swan dive all the way up, and know that you have choices here. Maybe exhale, pulling right down the midline, head bowing to the heart. If you prefer, maybe your exhale is reaching out, radiating to the side, and scooping up from underneath. Let's go again. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding. A lot of opening in the backs of the legs today. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up, fingertips lift, sparking the pinkies up. Make your choice about the shape. Perhaps the shape that you choose creates a different feeling. And we will meet with hands at heart center. Let the head bow to the heart just a bit. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, folding. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, both feet to the back of the mat for plank. High or low. However many steps, jumps, or hops, we will meet in plank. Take a breath here. Catching ourselves up a little bit. And in your own way, lower down. Maybe it's a chaturanga with elbows bent close to the body, lowering the plank. Maybe you choose knees to lower, and then thighs and belly and heart. Whatever the case may be, we're going to take 3 rolling cobras. Inhale, bend the knees, roll the shoulders up, and exhale, come into cobra with the toes reaching behind you, elbows tucked. Lead with the heart back down. Let's try that one more time. This is a little different. Toes point up, knees are bent, roll the shoulders up, send the shoulders back along with the toes, elbows reach, heart lifts. Exhale, come back down. One more time here. Inhale, roll the shoulders, reach the elbows, reach the toes. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Straighten the arms so that the toes are reaching out. So the fingers are reaching out towards your toes. This time, as you inhale, bury the big toes. Inhale, lift the heart. You may not come up very far at all. Rotate the palms externally. So fingertips are off the mat, arms are off the mat, heart is off the mat. Really let the shoelace side of your foot stay grounded so that there's some spaciousness in the low back. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale to lower down. And when the inhale comes again, roll the palms out to the side, thumbs face up to the sky. Collarbones are wide. This time you have the option of letting the feet come off the mat if you would like. So you'll feel the pubic bone ground a little bit. You'll feel the movement of the breath. Scoot up into the chest just a little bit because the belly is compressed here. That's okay. Be aware of the choice and the effect that it has. Salambhasana or locust pose here. Exhale to release Come on down. At this point, if you'd like to stack the hands, the palms, or the fists, you can let that shape come under your forehead. Bend your knees and let the ankles fall to the left and the right. Releasing in the hips and the low back. Go ahead, straighten the legs. Palms come now underneath the shoulders. We'll be pushing back to down dog. So turn the toes under if you'd like to rise straight up or come through table. It's all your choice. Inhale and exhale back to down dog. You'll meet here in down dog, creating a shape. This time it feels a little different maybe than the one that we did right at first. I'm still wiggling. I'm just feeling wiggly. But at some point, let's encourage ourselves to stay with the breath. Inhale, feel wide. Exhale, feel long. Inhale, lift the heels up high, bend the knees, walk to the front of the mat. If you like to hop, you can take the hop forward, and we'll be rolling up to Tadasana like we did earlier. So let everything rise from underneath, filling up from the soles of the feet into the strong thighs, alive, awake belly. Exhale. Hands feeling heavy and open. Interesting combination. Anything else that you notice here in your mountain pose? Heart beating, gravity, energy moving. And when you're ready, shake it off, relax, release, let everything go, give everything a shake. We'll shake one foot, we'll shake the other foot. If there's any other standing movement that is coming to you, freedom yoga might be next for you, more standing postures. Perhaps you'd like to pull everything into the midline, into candlestick shape, with hands at heart center and the head bowing to the heart. Maybe it's time for you to enter a seated meditation practice, or walk the dog. Your choice is next. Calling it freedom. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for letting me be part of it. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Have a great morning.